What up, what up, what up? Double M's, it's your boy Keys.
And it's your girl Mandy. Ow.
And we back
with another video.
Yeah.
And this time we're doing Wingstop. We got lemon pepper fried hard. We got the Louisiana rub also fried hard. And we got some Hawaiian wings with some honey mustard, blue cheese, ranch, and celery sticks and fried corn. So we're gonna get into this what?
Blessing session.
Let's do it.
Alright. Gracious Father.
I know that's right.
Thank you so much for all your bountiful blessings.
Yes,
Thank
Lord.
you for this day. Thank you for
favor, Lord. I had to say that. Thank you for favor, Lord. Thank you.
Thank you for just holding us in your God's changing hand and walking with us each step of the way today. We love, we honor, and we
magnify you, Lord.
Oh my gosh, Lord, thank you.
And for those joining us, we ask God to add a blessing to you as well.
Yes. Ask God a blessing for this food. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Man,
we're gonna start eating and we got some things to share with y'all.
We thankful, y'all.
We are grateful, very grateful.
It's truly been a walk through hell, but came out heavenly on the other side.
You heard it here first.
Thank you, man. Just stay the course, and the Lord will bring you through.
Yes, He will.
Just stay the course, and the Lord will bring you through. Y'all, well, it was some stuff we couldn't share with you, but we can share it with you now.
Yep. I love a fried hot wing. Love it when it's fried hard. Fry my wing hard. I said double hard, please. Double crispy. They knew exactly what I was talking about. Shout out to Wingstop at Duluth and Pleasant Hill. Shout out to y'all. Yes. We getting that fried corn. They're taking corn in the bum, y'all. Eat like I ain't never ate for. Hungry. All day long with the meat. Let me try a Hawaiian wing. I never had the Hawaiian wings, y'all, so I want to try this. It said it had a tangy, Asian-like flavor. Let me see what that ranch do to it. Oh, good. You ever had that Hawaiian, baby? I'm pretty good. Oh.
They were skimpy on that dressing.
Oh, and the blue cheese.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow. They ain't fill them up. I noticed that. Oh, that's about.
No, you don't need it no way.
Oof, y'all. Drumstick kind, girl. I like the drumsticks. I can fry hard, crispy. I want them to crunch when I put them in my mouth. I want to hear that thing. See, these are wet. They stir fry hard. I can't eat gummy wings, y'all. Gummy soft wings. No. I can't do it. No. They can't do it, huh? Can't do it. No. Ooh, it's corn. If y'all haven't tried the Cajun corn, please do. I remember when it first came out in Orlando over a year ago. This Cajun corn. And we tried it when they first had it on the menu. And I've been hooked ever since, y'all. Love it. Them Hawaiian wings so good. Give me another one. I like the way they taste, baby. The flavor on them, you know? Something like it. Now my favorite wet wing from them is the Korean. The Korean, spicy Korean. That's my favorite. I ain't giving this time I want to try something different, but that's usually what I like, y'all. No spicy Korean wings for Wingstop.
You know, give us time to get ourselves together.
Right. Food is good, y'all.
Why they fry it so hard, y'all, you can crunch the bone.
It's so good too. I love Wingstop. I love Wingstop. I like the celery sticks too. You got ranch? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We ain't trying to make this no ASMR video, but we hungry. We been gone all day. We ain't had nothing to eat. Man, you just wanna taste all the flavors, chew the food, and enjoy it. We got all into it. Anyway.
Yeah, y'all. Super hungry and thirsty.
Right. Oh my goodness. He's my super hungry and thirsty. Yeah, y'all. Today has been a very, very draining day. We had to take off work today, y'all. We took off today. We weren't off. We would have normally been getting up going to work, right? We weren't off today. But, you know, other plans was decided for us. What a day. What a blessed day it's been, though.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what a blessed day it's been. Oh, food is so good. So yes, y'all. Should we start with the Houston trip, maybe? Is that what we can?
Yeah, we can.
So we went to Houston, as you guys know, who follow us and watch our channel very, very closely. We went to Houston on vacation. And it was already planned months in advance. We was gonna go to Houston, have a good time, enjoy ourselves. We had already put all the preparations in place for this, okay? So we even did a couple of videos here in Georgia while we were still home, up until our leaving, you know, town on Valentine's Day. We left town on Valentine's Day, excuse me, y'all. And so while we were on our vacation having a good time, we learned that there was an eviction notice on our door.
Now, may I add, me and Mandy real thorough.
Oh, yeah.
About getting things done.
Especially with the bills. I'm like on top of that stuff like no other. Even if I slip up and miss something, Bae will be like, oh, I think this is due, Bae. I think this is coming up, and it'll get handled. But one thing I don't ever forget to pay, or I don't ever forget to do, is pay the rent.
And I do it in person. Right.
Either I go get the money from the bank in a cashier's check, or Keys goes and gets it and pays it himself, or I get it and give it to Keys and he pays the rent. That has never, ever, ever been an issue. Hear me out, y'all. Until moving to Georgia. Another strike against y'all. That's all I'm gonna say.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
So, mind you, we drove to Texas because, like I said, we like doing road trips. I mean, some people like to get on planes and fly and do your thing. Do you? If you think that's better or you think that makes you more prestigious, do you? You know what I'm saying? But just like a car can get in an accident, a plane can crash and, you know, blow up in the sky. So it doesn't matter how you're traveling. You just got to have traveling mercies. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we had a good time on our trip, and we were hoping to continue to have a good time. But when we learned that had happened, we like, huh? So we drove all the way home. We get home. We see the notice on the door. Of course, we record the notice on the door. I'm like, this is embarrassing like a mug. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I'm looking at the date it was filed. It was filed like days before we even left to go out of town. So mind you, from my understanding in the state of Georgia, they don't have to give you any written notice, or like they don't have to warn you they're going to file for failure to pay. But the problem was there was no failure to pay on our end. So you filed this eviction in error on me, and then you kept trying to tell me when I went up to the office to talk to you about it, you kept trying to tell me that the cashier's check was returned. So I'm like, huh? First of all, it's now the 20th of the month. What do you mean it was returned? If a check bounced, it's gonna bounce back a whole lot faster than that. And second of all, I don't do checks. We've never ever ordered a box of checks with our account. We don't do checks. We don't do checks. It's not in us. It's not what we do. We either do cash or we swipe that card so we can know what we've been spending and where we've been spending it. Yeah. We don't do checks. I don't care for that kind of stuff. So anyways, a cashier's check is like cash. Once you get that, that is the available funds in your bank. Your bank is giving you the cash out of the bank, but in the check form. Yeah. And it's definitely going to whoever you made it out to. There is no getting around that. And we've given them cashier's checks.
They won't even give it to you unless you tell them who you're making it out to.
And you gotta have the money in the bank, don't you?
You gotta have. If you don't have no money in the bank,
they ain't giving you one. They ain't giving you one, and you a couple of pennies off. Well, we can give you one for less than what you're asking. But you're not getting a cashier's check if you don't have no money available. They ain't even giving you one of no pending money. That money better be available to you. Okay? So anyway, we've paid rent via cashier's check a couple of times. Not just one time, a couple of times. And we've never put our apartment number on the cashier's check. Never done that. I'm coming in. You know that we're married. You know our name's on the lease. Both of us on the lease. The person who's on the lease is physically walking in, looking you in the face and saying, hey, here's my rent for my place. Yeah. And you applied my rent to somebody else's apartment and then said because they had the same name as me.
I have to add this to the apartment place got taken over by another place. So the old
owners and the management company up.
The old management company, I knew everybody up there. And they knew me when I walked in there. Because either from me going to the gym and I go through the office sometimes and then go down the stairs because it's inside the clubhouse part. And
they've known me because guess what? I use their business center all the time.
Yeah, so the old management knew us. Now, this new management company comes in.
Me at least.
You know, be it as it may, even if you don't know us, hey, we still do our things tactfully and on time. So, there's no excuse. In no form or fashion that should have been submitted without coming and talking with your tenants first. Some form of fashion you could have came out or either sent a maintenance guy to keep checking or put some type of notice on the door until you did that. But none of that was done.
I mean, because you put a notice on the door anytime you're going to enter the apartment to check fire extinguishers, to check alarms, fire alarms. You put a note on the door for all of that. You could have simply put a note on the door, or you could have called us. She then tried to say that she was calling the wrong number, and the lady on the phone sounded like a kid in the voicemail. She's like, am I dialing the right number? I'm leaving voicemails for her. And I'm like, how do you not have the right number when the previous management company had the gate set up where the last 4 digits of your number was how your guest entered the gate? The last 4 digits of your phone number. So you had my correct number. You didn't bother to look at my original lease. Because y'all just come in and take over and bought the apartment complex. They done put you as management over the place. And now it's like, y'all don't care to even get to know y'all residents. You don't care to even try to, have a community gathering or something for the residents to come out and meet you guys. None of that was done. Let me just say that none of that was done. We were already having problems with the valet trash, where we was taking our own trash out every single day. No valet trash service was happening here. We were putting the trash out like they told us to. We were recorded the next morning sitting in the goddamn bin. Like, what?
Keys valet.
Basically. And we paying for this now, y'all. We paying for this. And they want it like a prestigious John Creek area. Honey, I'm not paying for no soil. Okay? Not me. Not doing that. And so made some emails to them back and forth about that, and just we had a lot of complaints about things that just weren't happening. Then we had a family that lived above us who was constantly loud. Their kid was rumbling across the floor. They don't have no furniture, and then you could tell everything echoing like it's a studio up there. I mean, it was just aggravating at times. Like,
man, the keys where y'all stand.
You want to get some rest, and it's like it was constantly, in our community there are a lot of Indians, Asians, Jews that live here. I think it's only us and maybe 3 other black families live over here. If even that many. I'm just being honest. And so it was kind of aggravating. With the Indian people, they kind of roll in a pack. Grandma, mama, kids, husband, everybody together. And it's beautiful to see. But sometimes they let the kids just kind of like just do whatever. So Keys even had to go up there one time like, hey, listen. It's late, man. We gotta go to work in the morning. Can we get some rest? And they was real cool about it. Very, very nice people. Very nice.
I felt sad because the lady came and she was like a young lady, and she was like, she showed me, oh, I got the baby, and then she got a toddler.
Yeah, he running her crazy.
He waving. He trying to see. Hey, like, come on in and play.
Yeah. No, we trying to go to bed.
No, sir. So yeah, the little one, like, he's saying, come on in and play. I'm like, no, sir, you need to be going to bed as well. So she give me like a look like I'm gonna try to quiet him down and get him situated.
Very sweet people. We live around some really nice, quiet people that don't bother anybody. Everybody here is pretty much to themselves. You know what I'm saying? They'll speak if they see you out and about, but this is a pretty quiet, very nice area.
Yeah.
And for what you pay, you would expect the experience to be a little bit more upper echelon, I would say. But it's not.
Inviting.
But it's not. And so, back to the situation at hand. So, she then says, but I don't know what happened. Now, she says she's had experience. This is the leasing agent. She's saying she's had an experience with cashier checks. She's had experience with cashier checks. Okay, well, if you've had experience with cashier checks, then you know they're like cash. Yeah, I know. But yours returned. No, honey. Ain't no such thing as, because mine's the only one in the world that was returned. Ours the only one. Nobody else has ever got a cashier's check and it was returned by the bank. Honey, I called Navy Federal on speakerphone. Okay? On speakerphone. They said, first of all, it's like giving somebody's cash. There's no such thing as returned because they don't return. It's cash.
Now wait for it, y'all. Wait for it. She gonna give you the
then Navy Federal said it was cashed on February the 4th. You got the money order on January 31st, 2020, and they cashed it on February 4th, 2020. So not only did you cash my cashier's check on February 4th and got your money, you then turned around and filed court documents on me February 10th in Georgia courthouse in one of their counties. You filed court documents on me after you got your rent 6 days prior?
Not only that, y'all, they tried to double dip.
Yeah. Then but listen to this. She then said, I don't know what happened. I just don't know. I'm confused. All I know is that in the system, when it shows your name, it shows a question mark by it. What the hell they got to do with me? A question mark? You mean to tell me you evicted people around here with question marks in the system?
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Are y'all for real? I'm lost. Then she says, when I figure out what happened, I'll call you and let you know, because I just don't know what happened. So even when we leave, you're still trying to force the issue that we didn't pay rent, even though I'm telling you, the bank is telling you that y'all cashed it. Then when the bank gives her the bank code that it was cashed through, well, I don't recognize it. I don't care if you don't recognize it. You got your money. Don't play with me. Don't play with us, period, on that. It's raining out here and it's cold and we tired. Man, I was livid.
Here go the big one.
I was livid. So then I'm sitting around the house and I'm just like a little frustrated with the situation. Bae, you know, Bae is my voice of reason. Bae like, you don't even worry about it because we're going to be okay. He was like, we know we paid it. Ain't no way. Because, I mean, at first, Bae wanted to just punch something. He wanted, because he like, we don't ever handle our business like this. He was like, we don't even play like this. And he's like, I know I paid them. He was like, so this is really aggravating. Because the crazy part about it was, we got the cashier's check on that Friday the 31st. I went to work on Saturday. Bae was off. Bae made sure he went up there and paid them. Even talked to them and everything.
Yeah, I'm old
How
school,
do you?
y'all. I like to be face to face.
And that's what was so, yeah, and that's what was so crazy. Because I'm like, okay, yes, you have my name, but how did you apply rent that was given to you from a black man who's married to this woman?
Wait for it.
He's on the lease, and yet you still applied it to another woman rent.
There we go. Boom.
And you claim that she had the same name as me?
Yep, y'all.
What is resident at? I need to talk to her. Where's she at? I need to meet her. Where's she at?
Applied our rent to somebody else's.
And then evicted us. And then tried to say, listen to this, y'all. Now, mind you, even after you made this mistake, you hadn't even told me yet you made this mistake. You sent me on my way with, we have to figure out what happened because I don't know, but it's showing that you owe the money and da-da-da-da. And if we find out you don't really owe the money, we'll rectify it by it. It'll just fall off. So she was trying to say the court case would just go away. It'll just go away? I ain't never heard no court proceedings being filed and them going away. Once something is filed, it's filed. Now, there may be a dismissal. There may be a judgment. There may be something allocated from it. But guess what? It ain't going nowhere. And don't give me that BS, oh, you got a common name, so you can just say it's not you. No. No, no, and no. That won't work.
That's the type of game we playing? Oh, that ain't me.
That won't work.
Come on, man. Stop with these grade school games.
And because you thought we were just gonna let it slide, because that's what most of these places think you're gonna do. I went up to the courthouse and spoke to some free legal aid attorneys who were giving out legal advice, and they helped me put in a countersuit. They didn't cost me nothing. And before I get to that, let me just dial it back a little bit because I don't want to be jumping all over the story. Even though she kept telling us she didn't know what was going on, she was like, I'm gonna email y'all when I do know. I'm just like, really? So at 4:20 in the evening, after going to the office at 9 a.m., we finally get an email. See, the thing about it is you already knew you was wrong. You already knew you had made a mistake, and now you didn't know how to clean your own it up. You know what I'm saying? You know, left a pile over here, and now you looking for tissue. Now you trying to cover it up with a paper bag. Not gonna happen. We smell it. We smell it. You can't cover shit when people can smell it. I have to go ahead and say, I'm sorry, I had to say it, babe. You can't cover it when people can smell it. You can put fire on it. You can put a bag over it. You can even try to cover it with an box. People can still smell it. And the flies gonna get to it too. So anyway, she gonna send me an email. I love doing things in writing. Anything in writing is always good, y'all. I never like to even have discussions with people. And even when I do have a discussion with you, I always follow up with an email per our discussion on this day at this time. That is the kind of person I've always been, even in the workplace. Everywhere I go, I move like an attorney. I have to move like that. I move like that for a reason. And that's why I've had longevity on jobs and left on my own accord and will. Because I move like that with them. I'm not scared of you. I'm going to respect you, but you're going to respect me. But I'm going to move strategic with you too. Because I already know I'm dealing with somebody who think they can manipulate me and play games with me. And I'm not the one. I ain't going to tell you I'm not the one. I'm going to show you I'm not the one. So moving along.
We got our own little personal one-shot team over here. I'm security, bodyguard, management.
So she sends an email to me and says, I know what happened. We applied your rent to the wrong resident because you have the same name. And it looks like you tried to pay online and that messed everything up. I immediately emailed back. I said, I never pay rent online. The only thing I pay online is the utilities, which is the water. That is it. I don't pay rent online. I don't pay rent online because it charges a 4% interest rate if you pay online. And I ain't giving y'all $38. I ain't giving y'all $130 extra dollars. I ain't giving y'all nothing. So, not me. I'm not paying that. What I'm gonna give a $40 fee for? I'm gonna pay a $4 fee because y'all got some separate company collecting rent online for y'all and they trying to grease their hand while y'all greasing y'all hand too. On top of getting rent. You see how these people play out here? These people play a dirty game out here. And if you ain't careful and you don't watch it, they'll manipulate and they'll have you around here in a bad way and mess up your good name.
No.
You're not gonna do it to me and get away with it. So when I put my countersuit in, they told me what day I had to be in court. So I had to take off work. You know, I'm losing money. I'm having to take off work. I'm being inconvenienced because I didn't have any plans to ever be in nobody's court system, especially not in the state of Georgia. For what? I don't got no business around here like that. Honey, I'm just passing through. Trust and believe.
We really.
Trust and believe.
We like a paper cup in the wind.
I ain't trying to form nothing permanent here.
Straight paper cup, paper plate in the wind.
Nothing. not another thing.
Call us Mary Poppins. We got our umbrella open.
Skippy, listen. You can call me the little girl in the salt box. I'm gone. So anyway, so I responded to the email like that and I said, that's a lie. I said, because I've never paid rent online. I said, my husband always comes in with a cashier's check. We've never written the apartment number on the cashier's check because she tried to say, in the future, you need to put your apartment number on there. Oh, I need to do your job. I need to make sure that you know where you're putting the money because you can't seem to see who you're talking to. No, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am, I just live here, I don't work here. I don't work here, I live here, I don't work here. You're not gonna put the responsibility on me to make sure that the rent is paid to the right place. So when I paid March rent, I went in there and paid it. And one of the young ladies in there, I guess cause she got mad, because I ain't gonna let you handle me. She gonna try to, did you pay utilities online? Listen. Before I go all the way John Wick in this, before I go all the way equalizer on you, I'm trying to go with the Holy Spirit. Get up out this door because I'm telling you, lady, I will drag you. You straight trying. You gotta pay my utilities online. If I'm paying you rent, of course I paid that small water bill. I'm paying you rent right now. You talking about the water and I'm paying you the rent? You sound dumb. You don't need to be working here. You sound dumb. You don't need to be working here.
Better take that thing back to Mayberry.
Man, I looked at her and there was another resident sitting there, y'all. You trying to get embarrassed and out of pocket in front of another resident? I said, listen, take care of somebody. Yeah, I said, take care of them. I said, take care of them. Since you don't know how to do your job, I'm gonna tell you how to do your job. Take care of them and make sure this is applied to this number. Okay? To this number building. To this place right here. You make sure it's applied to the right place.
So, make a long story short, we ended up at the courthouse. And the Lord blessed the whole situation from there.
So we ended up at the courthouse today, y'all. And it's so crazy because the guy at the courthouse, that he was also dealing with the same stuff, something similar with them. I don't know his whole situation, but he was dealing with the same company, the same management group. And so the attorney, he showed up, he said, they didn't even know that you had a counterclaim on them. He said, I had to call them and tell them, you got to get down here to the courthouse. So they fumbling, bumbling, trying to get down there extra late. And I just basically told them what I wanted. We both did. We told them what we wanted. You know what I'm saying? You filed this, my husband said, you filed this on my wife's name. You know what I'm saying? Her good name. We ain't never had no problems like this. Come on.
Ever. And I like, ever.
Ever.
Even before we met, we always been on point.
Never had these kind of problems. So this was crazy.
Not with that.
No. And so they agreed to our terms to let us out of the lease, which we had about 4 more months on it.
And above everything else. So everything is.
Yep, we don't owe anything. We don't have any obligations, and everything is gonna be in writing. And it's so. And let me tell you how you know God is in the midst of things working. When their attorney is working for you. He's suggesting add-ons, and we should do this, and we should do that, and we should do this, and we should do that. Well, why, thank you, sir. Why, thank you, sir. Thank you. He even...
We just gonna mosey on down and take everything you had. Sure enough. Thank you. Thank you. So that's how they was treating us.
That's how they was treating us, because he felt bad too, because he was like, yep, when I spoke with her, she did admit that they made a mistake. He said she admitted that she made a mistake, and you know, hey, this is, and I can respect an attorney that's being paid by the other side, but he still understands that right is right and wrong is wrong, and y'all need to make this right.
Cause y'all should have seen, cause they had a what's the, excuse me, woo. They had a mediator.
Right, you have to go through mediation first.
Wow. Now in Orlando, they don't do that. You know, you go to the judge gonna decide. It's gonna be this, that, boom, you out of there. Here, they give you a time to consult with a mediator and a lawyer. Let's try to do some terms, some agreements before you get to the judge, and then the judge will give the last thing, and boom, so be it. You should have seen, because I was going to let Mandy talk anyway. Y'all already know that. When she started telling the story, and y'all know she gone.
I got emotional.
Yeah. Their eyes got this big, because through it all, y'all got to remember, here, they're for the landlords all the way.
All the way. They're not for the tenants.
It ain't nothing about no tenants.
And so, and the guy told us that when we were sitting in the lobby with him, he said, man, I've been through this a couple of times. I've been living here for the last 10 years. He said, and I'm gonna tell you right now, he said, my friend is an attorney. He said, and my friend told me straight up, they all for the landlords. They're not for you. He said, and that judge ain't gonna care. That judge gonna make a ruling and move you right along like they don't care.
But this right here,
he said mediation is your best bet.
God had done already touched this. He had already touched it.
Let me tell you something. When he give you favor, can't nobody deny you. Nobody from the pit of hell can deny you.
So we get in there. She telling the story. You know how I look in and my eyes get big, just like their eyes got bigger.
Yeah, like, they couldn't believe it. Even the mediator was sitting there like, we ain't never had these kind of cases.
Yeah, because they looking at us. You got about, what, 25 other people around, And
they ain't paid their rent.
They ain't paying no rent.
LaQuisha, Bookie, all them going through it. They done ghosted apartments. We not that couple. We ain't did nothing like that.
So you got bailiffs in there, and you see them back there, hood people laughing. You know, man, every day we got to go through this with our own people, watching them. They ain't paying their rent. You seeing it. You seeing it in their face. You see in their face,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They laughing and giggling and stuff. I'm like, man, this ain't no giggling situation. And you can understand. You feel some of these people. The pain that they going through. And certain situations they didn't want to happen to them. But because of what they doing and in the way that they living, it's happening.
It's happening. Like one young lady, for example, y'all, she had to move out of her place because she said basically she was getting beat on.
Domestic violence.
The guy she was with was beating on her. And so she had to leave. Her life was at risk, she felt, you know. And, you know, she said she wasn't staying there. And the guy, he said something smart to her about, he said something, the lawyer said something to the degree that, basically you was getting beat on because you wanted to stay there and get beat on. That ain't got nothing to do with the fact that you owe money. I don't care about you got beat on. I don't want to hear about it. He said something real nasty and very inconsiderate and just like insensitive, man. Like she started clicking. She turned into John Wick out in the hallway.
Yeah, she
I thought they was gonna probably arrest her because she's like, how he gonna say that to me? She started screaming and crying, and I could tell it triggered her because if you already been being beat on, you already you know, feeling emotional, and that already put you in a different state of mind. And then somebody says something damaging and hurtful to you, like, okay, well, you asked for it. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Especially if you want them older white men, attorneys, whatever. Don't talk to me like that. So I felt her when she got a little aggressive in her tone, because it's like, hold up. I know you saying I owe you money, but you ain't gotta say all that, because you ain't my therapist. You weren't there for the situation. You don't know what I went through. You don't know how long I went through that. And you don't know the history. So just don't even comment on that. Keep it strictly about the fact that you're saying I owe you money. The lawyer did get out of line. He was very disrespectful. And then he even kept going on and on about it, even after he saw how upsetting this was to this girl. That really burnt me up. Because I was like, this is getting to be too much out here.
The fact that the person came out and trying to rectify the situation, so it won't take a step further where you have to be jailed or anything like that, speaks volumes within itself. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I know my name was on the lease, this, that, and the other, and I want to take care of the situation. Don't try to shame me in front of a whole courthouse.
That was so embarrassing.
Yeah, it was. Oh man,
it was embarrassing, and it was hurtful. And then even another lady walked by. She said, "Who would say something like that to somebody?" I can't even put what he said in words, how he said it, because I kind of didn't hear everything. Attorney too.
I think she cussed.
Yeah, because she was just like, she was like shocked that he would even conduct himself like that. Like, what are you doing? You know, anybody's due some respect, no matter if they owe you or not owe you. The company who you trying to collect this money for is paying you regardless. Yeah. So why are you so personally invested in trying to hurt this girl? You trying to emotionally hurt her right now, on top of asking her for money. And how likely am I to even want to give y'all anything, and you talking to me like that? I ain't giving you nothing. Go on, file your judgment. I don't care. Go on, file your judgment.
So you had a lot of people in there.
Man, that was sad.
So the whole fact of the matter, we want one of the ones that was on that particular side of the coin, but we got dead wrong because of a situation from the landlord.
From the management company. And even, you know what, let me tell y'all something. When we were sitting in mediation, it's a very small room. Yeah. And you're sitting at a small little square table, no bigger than the table we're at right now. And they're sitting on one side, you sitting on the other side. When I tell you, she couldn't even open her mouth. Yeah. She couldn't even look us in our face. Because you know you dead wrong. And I said, man, I feel God's favor on me right now. because you can't even open your mouth. She couldn't even come with nothing against us like, well, they don't do this and they do that and they have noise complaints. You couldn't even say that because we're very respectful, quiet, peaceful living people. You couldn't even say that about us. You couldn't say nothing.
Most we do here is a video.
That's it. And we do that during the daytime most of the time.
Yeah. Other than that, this place just covers us so we can get some rest and move on.
That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Going on throughout the day.
It's very quiet. And Keys is not a big talker. Y'all know that. So if I'm not recording a podcast episode, if I'm not doing something else, he's either reading, he's writing, he's doing something else. We're not loud.
And when she not home, I don't watch TV.
No, he don't. He be reading, he be writing, he be doing other stuff, or he goes to the gym. And we live on the bottom floor, so we ain't stumping on nobody's head. We're very quiet people. We come home, we don't even talk to the neighbors like that. We don't talk to nobody. We might say, hey, we see him, we walking around or something out here, but we ain't talking to nobody.
I know who around me, and I think
I don't even know. He know, I don't know.
The person that I did talk to, he was a cop, but he already moved.
Yeah, he moved. He was a cop and he lived next door to us, and he was really nice, a nice black man. And he moved, but we don't talk to anybody. We don't talk to anybody. And you know, it's so crazy because everybody is moving out of this place. And it made me wonder if they didn't mind letting us out of the lease because it's going to be shut down anyway. With all the mess they got going on. They can't get themselves together, y'all.
Yeah. But again, like we said, it's not a bad place.
It's not.
But because of...
It's in a nice area too, y'all. It's convenient to all the stores, shopping. Nice place.
But how the people handle themselves within management and how they handle the tenants. The tenants and the complex area itself is
it's poor.
Yeah.
It's very poor. Because let me tell you something, somebody's paying their money, I don't care what they're paying in rent. Whether you paying $500, whether you paying $2,000, whether you paying I don't know what people pay, but whatever you paying, you do some respect. Especially if you're not tearing this apartment up, you not you don't damage anything, you're not loud, you're not having all kind of traffic coming through their community, you're not doing none of that. And these people got the audacity to try to check you by some utilities. First of all, I'm not your child. Don't question me. Don't question me. You can look in the system and see I paid it. You don't need to ask me did I pay it. You just trying to jab at me to get me to act out of character. I already felt what you was trying to do. Exactly. So I immediately dismissed you by saying, hey, handle that with this tenant. You got a resident sitting here talking to you and you totally just excluded her. Can you please handle that and go ahead and put this on the correct apartment this time? Have a good day. No, you ain't gonna handle I'm gonna handle you in this situation. But I'm gonna handle you with some grace and some class. People need to get it together out here. But like I said, we were able to get out of the lease. We got a nice judgment to us. And we moving on. We moving on. We moving on. And so I'm grateful. I thank God for his favor because I know that we're not bad people. We didn't do nothing wrong. We prayed about it. We left it alone and here we go. So you guys, we just wanted to share that story with you because we had told you guys in a previous video we had something pressing on us, but we couldn't really talk about it at the time. But now that things have been resolved and everything is okay, we just want to say that we're grateful. We're grateful for the things that are happening to us. Everything is a lesson learned. And you know, when you have his favor over you, you ain't got to worry about what people are going to do to you. So we just want to let you know that. And we're going to sign off. Yeah. We're going to just sign up out of here.
Yeah. So don't forget to thumbs up this video.
Thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the video. Make sure you get your Blessing Session shirt. Yeah. Link in the description box below. That new merch, baby. You seen them new shirts? Check out some of my previous videos and them new shirts we premiered on the channel. Hey.
Go on and share the video. Share the video, share the video.
Ain't gonna hurt nothing to share nothing. Now is it? Now is it?
Hey.
Be a blessing now.
Already know. Y'all get down there in the comments. Holla at your boy. Holla at your girl.
Yeah.
And you know what to do. Hit that bell. Bing! So you can be notified of all the content. all the videos that we have in store
For who?
you.
And if you're new to the Double M Kingdom, let us know in the comments below, and we're gonna hit you right back and shout you out.
You know you're welcome.
Okay.
Alright. And we're gonna check y'all out.
And we'll see you in our next
round.
video.
We out.
Yeah! You kept doing that. Boop. I ain't do it.